The topic of tonight's class is inspiration for the summer. To be inspired, the speakers tonight are going to give you tips. They're going to give you tactics. They're going to give you strategies how to prepare yourself amply and sufficiently for the summer. So some people can say, Rabbi, that's very nice. It's wonderful. It's a great topic. But why are you talking about it now, a month before the summer? We're in the middle of May. Talk about it in June. Talk about it at the end of June. Why tonight? So the truth of the matter is, I was in the mood for free sushi. No, that's not really why. Okay? But the truth of the matter is that anytime you have something very important, something essential, of great importance and potency, you need to plan it out. It's got to be strategized. You have to have certain tactics because there's always going to be stumbling blocks trying to stop you, to prevent you from reaching that goal. And therefore, you got to plan amply and properly to make sure that your project is successful. And therefore, tonight, Be'ezrat Hashem, we're going to give you certain pitfalls that occur during the summer. And Be'ezrat Hashem, we're going to give you the antibiotics, the antidotes, the remedies, how to solve these problems. Okay? Everybody ready? Be'ezrat Hashem. You know, today, I took a test for the FDNY. Don't worry, I'm not going to become a fireman. Take it easy. It's not beautiful for you. You don't have to take a test. Okay? I had to take a test to get certified. I'm not sure what the certification is, but I think I'm certified. Okay? And they told me about it on Thursday. So that means I had from Thursday to today to study a 46, 47-page pamphlet. Okay, now I got to tell you something. I was in high school for 4 years. I was in school before that for 9 years. I don't think I ever studied for a test in my life. Baruch Hashem, I always did well. I always knew who to sit next to. But that's okay. Okay? So here I am with 2 days. And I don't know how I'm going to take this test. And you have to take it because if you work in a school, you have to have the certification. Okay? What does that mean? So anyway, I think I did well anyway. I used my regular methodology. If you just put C on all the answers, you probably pass. No, you girls never did that? No? What happened? On the SATs, good. It might be why I had to take some regions 4 or 5 times, but it worked eventually. Because anything that you want to do that's greatly important, that's essential, you have to prepare for. And the summer is no different. You know, it's an amazing thing. But there are many people that grow the entire year. The entire year they're ascending. The entire year they're working themselves. They're improving themselves. They're improving their midot. They're learning. It's wonderful. The levels that they attain are insurmountable. And then comes the summer, and something happens. They lose that status. And they plunge. And they fall. And it becomes abysmal. It's unbelievable how much these people lose within 2 months. And the question is why? How can it be that I went to class every Monday night? Yeah, I wish. Right? Every Monday night. And I gained so much from those classes. And I worked on myself. I improved myself. I improved my midot. I became more benevolent, more kind, and more wise. I became more tznu'ah. How could it be that in one summer I could lose it all? So I want to quote to you, Be'ezrat Hashem, a Yalkut Shimoni. You got to hear this Yalkut Shimoni. It's beautiful. Ready? Yalkut Shimoni says, Amra Torah. Torah comes and says the following. Im yom ta'azveni, yom na'im ha'azveka. Torah comes and says, if you abandon me for 1 day, you ignore me for 1 day, I ignore you for 2 days. By the way, you ever take a look at a kid, and the kid does very well in school, and the summer goes by, and as the summer goes by, he comes to school, and he remembers nothing from what he learned. Nothing. It's like he didn't go to school. What do you mean? All that tuition money, where'd it go? You know how many lambaray dinners I could eat with that tuition money? You know how many nice steak dinners I could have? Unbelievable. Where did it all go? And the answer is, if the kid doesn't learn for 2 months, so Borei Olam says, wait a second, you left my Torah for 2 months, so the equation is, you leave me for 1, I leave you for 2. So God says, you left the Torah for 1 month, I abandon you for 2. You leave the Torah for 2 months, I abandon you for 4. So come September, that's the 9th month, you're 6 months behind. You're back in March. Unbelievable. And the same thing happens to us. You know, summer is a very busy time. Very busy. Take a look at the class over here on Monday nights. In the summer, Because every Monday night, there's a wedding. Every Monday night. Okay? Sharet Zion, what do you have available? Tuesday? No, I need Monday night. Okay? Call you out Monday night. Right? By the way, if you want, no problem. Make a wedding here Monday night. I'll speak. Okay? Unbelievable. Why is that funny? That's not nice. Okay? And then comes the 3 weeks, and Rabbi Zeytouneh says, Baruch Hashem, the class is going to be packed. And sure enough, nobody comes. So you start calling people. And you start saying, 1 second, what happened to you? No, Rabbi, I was invited to a barbecue. Oh, people know what I'm talking about over here. My friends are taking me out for a barbecue. First of all, you did 2 wrong things. Number 1, you went to a barbecue on Monday night. Number 2, you didn't invite me. That's not nice. But the Yitzhak is going to find a way to disrupt your regular schedule, so that not only do you not gain during the summer, but you lose double from what you already accrued, from what you already attained. And it's a horrible, horrible thing. You know, because when it comes to Torah, you got to maintain every day. Every day has got to be a maintenance day. You know what it's like? Dieting. Okay? Anybody here know what I'm talking about? Dieting. You got to diet every day. There's a person I just spoke to today, came for a little guidance. And she was holding 2 cups. 2 cups. She had 1 cup that was a smoothie. So I said, 1 second. Smoothies are very good. She goes, yeah. I said, what's in the other cup? She says, water. I said, what? Why do you need to drink water when you're drinking a smoothie? She says, the smoothie tastes horrible. I said, hold on a second. Let me get this straight. You went out and you bought the smoothie, yes. And the smoothie tastes horrible, yes. Why'd you buy it? I have to lose weight. Oh, so for weight, you're dedicated. That's the way you have to be. When it comes, you still have the water over there? Oh, she has it over there. I know she's lying in the water there, right? But you have to be just as dedicated with your spirituality, because it's more valuable. Now you're going to say, 1 second, Rabbi, it's vacation. Do I really have to go and learn all the time in vacation? Is it so important for me to upkeep my spirituality? I want to rest. I want to relax. Enough already. I've been working the entire year. It's time for relaxation. And I'm here to tell you today, the Pasuk in Tehillim writes, Torah Adonai temima mishivat nafesh. Torah is so wonderful, it's so pure, it's so perfect. It hits a spot. Let me ask you a question. Raise your hands. Not yet, take it easy. If you ever went on a vacation and you came back and it just missed the mark, you don't feel so relaxed, please raise your hand. Never happened? No? Everyone here goes on vacation and they're all chill? Okay, 1 second, what?
You mean you didn't enjoy it?
Right, no, it means it didn't satisfy you totally. Anybody? Yeah, you can raise your hand one at a time. It'll take about an hour, we'll get everybody up there. How could that be? How's it possible? I went on vacation. I sat down, I opened up the book I was reading, I didn't. Why don't I feel relaxed? So David HaMelech says, because you're missing your soul's vacation. You're satiating, you're feeding, you're satisfying the body, and that's great. It's amazing. But your neshama is starving. Your neshama is lacking. Because Torah Adonai temima meshivat nafesh. That's what keeps the soul satiated. And therefore, yes, you're going on vacation. And yes, it's great. You can have your nights out. And it's wonderful you get to drink your horrible smoothies. It's great. But make sure that just as much as you feed your body, you got to make sure you feed your soul as well. But let's give you a little bit of an inspiration, shall we? Why is it so important to learn every day? Besides for the elation and the spiritual growth and the way I'm going to ascend in my religiosity, give me another reason, Rabbi Zeytouneh, please inspire me. Tell me why it's so important to learn every day. What is it? So I want to quote to you a Midrash Rabbi. You're going to love this Midrash. Comes the Midrash Rabbi and says the following. The Pasuk writes in Tehillim, Kol Adonai B'koach. Borei Olam's voice is with strength. Comes to the Rabbi Levi and says, what happened in Har Sinai? And Har Sinai, listen to this. What do you mean B'koach? The Torah should have said, Kol Adonai B'kocho. Borei Olam's voice comes and resonates with his might. It doesn't say that. It says God's voice resonates with might, with strength. What's going on here? So it says, Rabbi Levi, B'kocho shekol echad ve'echad. When Bnei Israel stood at Mount Sinai, they were standing on Har Sinai. You know what happened? Borei Olam spoke. One utterance. And everybody else, everyone that was standing there, heard their personal message. Everybody heard a different message. Everybody heard something else. The message that was intended for them to hear. Unbelievable. Now you're going to ask me, Rabbi, is that really possible? How can it be Borei Olam comes and he speaks one time and everybody, 600,000 men, 2 million people, each one of them was able to hear a different message? So it was a little perplexing for me until last week. Because last week I was on my phone. I mean, I believed it, but I didn't understand it. I was on my phone, and all of a sudden I take a look, and someone sends me a message. And the message says, Laurel or Yanni? I said, Yanni what? What do you mean Yanni? Laurel or Yanni? I said, what are you talking about? Could you stop the shtuyot? What's Laurel or Yanni? What are you talking about? She says, press play. So I press play. And all of a sudden I hear, Laurel, Laurel, Laurel. So I wrote down Laurel. She goes, what are you talking about? It's Yanni. I said, is something wrong with your ears? I said, it's Laurel. She goes, it's Yanni. I said, I'm not fighting. I fight enough with my wife. I have to fight with you. I said, no, let me check this out. She's joking me. I'm playing a joke. I take the phone and I bring it down to my kids. And I say, kids, just tell me, Laurel or Yanni? And my kids look at me like they always do, like I'm from Oz. I said, just listen. And they say, he's saying Yanni, Yanni. I said, did you talk to the girl who texted me this? They said, what are you talking about? I said, he's saying Laurel. I said, Daddy, could you please stop joking with us? And we're fighting, Laurel, Yanni, Laurel, Yanni. Because it's possible that Borei Olam spoke at Har Sinai and everybody heard the message that was meant for them. Rav Nachman comes and says, every time you learn Torah, the Torah that you're learning, the class that you went to, the words that the rabbi is saying, is God's message, his transmission that you were supposed to hear. It's for you. God's sending you a personal message. And that message is different every day. It's a different transmission, a different piece of advice, a different way to improve your life. And it's there for you every day to listen to. Says the Nefesh HaChaim, Rav Chaim from Volozhin, a wonderful thing. Rav Chaim from Volozhin comes and he says, any problem that you have in life, any problems you want to get rid of, any problem you want to solve, any stress that you have on your mind, anything that's weighing on your conscience, and you want to solve these problems, go and learn a little Torah. And watch how Borei Olam talks. Are you listening to what Borei Olam is trying to tell you? That's what we have to talk about. So if you're missing a message one day, which has the potential to change your life, to solve your problems, to teach you how to get that raise, or how to have serenity at home, tranquility, harmony with your husband, how to raise that child, how to get the job you're always looking forward to, and you ignore the message. How horrible is that? So Borei Olam comes and says, every day you have to have that message. Every day I'm talking, doesn't matter if it's winter or summer. We have to make sure that within every day of our summer, we listen to God's message. We let those messages ring loudly in our ears and pierce our heart and penetrate the soul. And it's such an important idea, an important concept. That is one problem that you can count in the summer that Torah can easily solve. But there's another one. You know, anybody who ever goes away, people go to deal. If you go to deal, raise your hand. Okay, you go to deal. No, we don't have so many deal people. Great, you better be here every Monday night. Anyway, some people go to the bungalows. Some people go, you know, everything. And many times, you have many families sharing a home. You'll have the mother-in-law. You'll have the son with his wife, daughter-in-law. You'll have their brothers. You'll have their kids. You have a cousin that comes in on Sunday. You have his first, second mother's dog that once in a while shows up. And it becomes very tense. And many times there's a lot of discord. And families separate, many times permanently, because of that setup and that situation. And my question is, how do I avoid that? If I have to be with my mother-in-law the entire summer, what is the methodology? What's the secret that's going to ensure that I make it through unscathed, untainted, and unhurt? Some people are going to record now. They want to hear this. So I want to quote you a Gemara Masechet Shabbat. And the Gemara Masechet Shabbat, Daf Peicher Amud Bet, comes and writes a phenomenal thing. Marlene, you never heard this, right? Listen very carefully. Moshe Rabbeinu goes after Matan Torah. He goes up to the heavens. He ascends into the heavens. And right away, he's attacked, accosted by Malachim. Malachim see a human coming into the Shamayim and they say, wait a second. What's this human doing over here? I don't understand. So God says, no, the Kabel Torah. He came to accept the Torah. So Malachim come and they say, wait a second. You give it to human beings? Why don't you give us the Torah? Everyone, you listening to this? Good. Give us the Torah. What are you giving it to him for? So God turns to Moshe Rabbeinu and says, Moshe, give him an answer. 1 second. Who are the Malachim arguing with? They're arguing with God. God, you give them an answer. Why does Moshe have to give him an answer? But Moshe acquiesces. He says, okay. And Moshe starts asking them questions. Malachim, in the Torah it says, I am God that took you out of Egypt. Were you guys in Egypt? Were you slaves to Paro? No. What do you need the Torah for? So 1 second. What else does it say? You guys have parents? No. What else does it say? Lo tirtzach, lo tignov, lo tin'af. Zachot yom hashvat v'kodesh. You guys work? You need Shabbat? You have jealousy amongst you? Gemara writes, miyad. Kol echad ve'echad na'asa ohavo. Right away, every malach became Moshe Rabbeinu's friend. U'ma'asa lo davar. He gave him something. Now, ladies, can I ask you a question? What did Moshe Rabbeinu say? Anochi Hashem Lokecha. Every 5-year-old in the world knows Anochi Hashem Lokecha. What did he say? Kabenet avicha v'temecha. Any 3-year-old knows to respect parents. Lo tirtzach. Don't murder. Who doesn't know that? Lo tignov. Who doesn't know that? What did Moshe Rabbeinu say that was so convincing? I don't understand. What did he say that changed the minds of the Malachim? That they became friendly with Moshe and everybody gave him a secret. I don't understand. And it's very possible we can answer the question with the Gemara Masechet Kiddushin. Because the Gemara Masechet Kiddushin, the Aflamen Bet, comes and writes the following thing. Listening? Miriam, listen very carefully. Tell your husband I said so. Ready? Afilu ha'av ubeno. Afilu ha'rav v'talmido. Even if you have a father and a son, you have a rabbi and a student, she'oskin b'shar echad b'Torah, that are learning one topic in Torah together. Listen to the words. Na'asim oyevim zeh et zeh. At the beginning, they're going to become enemies with one another. Ve'enam zazim misham. They don't leave that place. Ad she'na'asim ohavim zeh et zeh. Until they love each other. That's the recipe for Torah. Torah fosters love. It fosters healthy relationships. It fosters positivity. Borei Olam looks at Moshe Rabbeinu and says, Moshe Rabbeinu, these malachim hate your guts. They don't want you to touch the Torah. They don't feel you're deserving. You know what you should do? I don't care what you tell them. Just learn with them. Learn Torah with them. And the second you do, they'll all become your friends. They'll fall in love with you. And what did Moshe Rabbeinu say? He said things that are that's simple. And right away, every single one of those malachim became his best friend. The Pasuk in Mishlei writes, Betzot Adonai ederche ish, gam oyevav yashlim imo. When a person comes, you do what God wants, even your enemy becomes your friend. We'll make peace with you. And the rabbis write, who is the enemy? Who are we talking about? Who is that enemy? Your mother-in-law. That's not what it said. No, it doesn't say that. It's a good thing my mother-in-law moved the deal early. Your wife. Now, I'm not joking now. That even your wife, as much fighting is going on. But if you're learning Torah, you'll have peace. You want to foster good relationships with your parents? Share with them a moment of Torah. You want to foster with your kids a loving relationship? Share with them a moment of Torah. You want to share with your husband a healthy relationship? Share with them a moment of Torah. Ladies, when you go home tonight, take out your calendars. We know you all have calendars. Okay? And right where it says manicure, cross it out and write Torah cure. That's cool. No way around. You like that? Torah cure? I think that's pretty cool. Because Torah has the ability to cure all of your ailments, all of your problems. God's going to give you advice. It's going to make peace in your home and in your marriages. It's going to make peace with you and your parents, with you and your partners, with you and your neighbor. Share that moment of Torah. But do it every day. Don't falter. Don't fail. Every day have that moment of Torah. Every moment, every day, have that one inspiring word. And I'm going to end with one story. There was a lady who emailed me from Austin, Texas. She emailed me. I get emails from all over the world. I get emails from South Africa. I get emails from, London, Manchester, from London. I get from Canada. Okay? I'm still waiting from China. That would be very cool to read the China, Okay? And she tells me, Rabbi, my daughter is dating a goy. And take it easy. Right? And I don't know what to do because they're engaged to be married. What do I do? So I turned to her and I said, okay, well, there's two things. One, I don't want to say on camera. And the other, I said, is make sure that in your house at all times, Torah is playing in the background. Your daughter comes from hanging out with Julio, whatever his name is. And she comes in, I don't know where she was, and all of a sudden she is, Rabbi Zeytouneh, on the thing. She'll faint. No, that's not what she'll do. And every day there's another class and another shi'ur and somebody else talking divrei Torah. That's going to bring peace to your home. That's going to bring tranquility to your family. So she tried it. And weeks later, the daughter left the goy. And you can say, Rabbi, was it that? I don't know, but I know that's the recipe for peace. Is Torah a part of your summer? Is it going to be a daily activity? I know people that every day, if they don't go jogging, they can't function. They got to go jogging. They got to do it. In the winter, in the summer, in the spring, in the fall. Jogging is part of it. They can't jog outside, they jog on the treadmill. They can't jog on the treadmill, they just jog in place. I love those people. You ever see those people? Right? The guy is running, finally he hits Ocean Parkway, so take it easy. No, he jogs in place. What are you jogging in place? Keep the momentum going, keep the blood running, keep the blood flowing. I'm jealous. I'm lucky if I can run from here to the end of the shul. Okay. But in Torah, you got to keep the blood flowing. Keep the momentum going. Listen to what God has to tell you every day. Understand that those are pearls of wisdom that Hashem is giving straight to you. Don't miss a day of those messages. Don't miss a day where you have the ability to make peace in your home, to share a moment of Kedusha with your family. And if we utilize every single day in such a manner, then when comes the end of the summer, and God says, not you left me one day, I leave you two. You stayed with me every day. I'll stay with you double. So I'm going to give you all a beracha. May I give you a beracha? Yes. You okay? That was a very easy yes. Number one, Yiratzon. in the Zechut Be'ezat Hashem that all of you girls are going to make a nice effort to put in even a minute every day of Torah. Even a minute. To hear what God has to tell me. Be'ezat Hashem, every message that you hear from Hashem should be a message of happiness. A message of guidance. A message of peace and tranquility. And Be'ezat Hashem, maybe a message to figure out what kind of guy you should marry. By the way, if you want to know the message tonight, a guy like Rabbi Zeytouneh. No, take it easy. Okay. Don't get too scared. There was no amens for that one, by the way. Not one person said amen to that. And Yirah Tzon, that Be'ezat Hashem, God should fulfill every wish of yours, the Tovah. Amen. I thank you so much, ladies. Thank you so much.